A woman reached out to me, claiming she's my half-sister from an affair my father had, and she's asking for half of the $400,000 inheritance I received, backing her claim with DNA evidence and letters showing my dad supported her and her mother, his affair partner, for years. I'm a 35-year-old man, and my father passed away about 6 months ago. In his will, he left me his house and a small business, valued together at roughly $400,000. Growing up, I believed I was my father's only child. My parents split about 20 years ago when I was a teen due to my dad's infidelity. He never shared much about the affair, and I had no clue it resulted in a child. After the divorce, I lived with my mom but kept in touch with my dad. Our relationship was rocky for a time, but we eventually reconciled and grew close. Fast forward to now, a few weeks ago, a woman contacted me out of nowhere, claiming to be my half-sister from that affair. I'll call her Sarah, not her real name, and she's 26. She first sent a letter, then we spoke on the phone. I was completely stunned by the news. I had no idea she existed. In her letter, Sarah included copies of old letters my dad wrote to her mother, the woman he had the affair with. The letters, from over 20 years ago, were in my father's handwriting and even mentioned a baby girl by name. One letter clearly stated he was her father. Additionally, Sarah mentioned she has DNA evidence from a genealogy service that connected her to a relative on our side. She offered to take a sibling DNA test with me if I wanted further proof. Her evidence was compelling, making it hard to doubt her claim. On the phone, Sarah was courteous but sounded nervous. She explained that my father had been sending money to her and her mother over the years, which helped them get by, though he was never openly part of her life. According to Sarah, in the last year of his life, my dad promised to make things right by providing for her financially, likely by updating his will or giving her something substantial. Unfortunately, he passed away before making any changes. As it stands, his will didn't mention her, and everything was left to me. Now Sarah is requesting that I honor what she believes was my father's wish by splitting the inheritance evenly, meaning about $200,000 or shared ownership of the house and business, which together are worth around $400,000. She has 2 young children and is struggling financially, also caring for her elderly mother, who's in poor health, though I don't know all the details. I told her I needed time to think it over, but honestly my gut reaction was to say no. I was still processing the shock of learning my dad had a secret daughter for 26 years. During our call, I wasn't feeling particularly generous or trusting. I didn't raise my voice, but I was probably distant and curt in my responses, saying I wasn't ready to decide and ending the call quickly. Sarah seemed upset as we hung up, her voice shaky, which made me feel guilty, but I was also angry and confused by this sudden situation. Legally, I know I don't owe her anything. The will is clear and everything is mine. Morally, though, I'm conflicted. Part of me sympathizes with her. It's not her fault she was born from my dad's affair. It sounds like she and her mom had a tough time, and if my dad truly promised to help her, her current situation must be painful. But I also feel resentful that my father never told me about her, leaving me to handle his hidden past. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.